Hey Fit Lab, Coach Bree here giving you the whiteboard breakdown for Wednesday, July 29th. Today the equipment you'll need is a dumbbell or a kettlebell or an odd object, something to move through with our weight today, but it doesn't really matter what it is, just move it into something heavy if we can. For your warm-up, you're going to be 2 rounds, starting with 7 down dog to cobra. Those down dog, make sure those hips are staying up high, pushing our head in between our shoulders. If you get those heels down to the ground, even better. I'm going to move myself through into a cobra to stretch out that lower back, and then return to my down dog. After those 7, you're going to be 14 lateral hops. So if we pretend like there's a line or something on the ground, I'm just hopping from one side to the other. That'd be 1 rep. We'll do that 14 times. Just moving back and forth as fast as we can. After that, you're going to be 7 single leg glute bridges. Single leg glute bridge. I'm going to plant my left leg, hands on the ground, right sticking out, squeeze my glute to come up, and then coming back down. So I'm going to do 7 with my right, switch, and then 7 with my left. After that, you're going to be 14 bicycle crunches. On the bicycle crunch, remember, I'm trying to take one elbow and meet it with the other knee. So I'm going to turn here, turn to the other side. Moving back and forth for 14 reps. And then you're going to be 7 sumo squats. Sumo squats, we're going nice and wide here, bottom of the squat. When we stand up, just make sure we're driving these knees out as well as possible, standing up. After that warm-up, we're going to get into our Metgo. Our Metcon is an E form on every 4 minutes on the minute. For 6 rounds, that's 24 minutes of work. You're going to give me a 200-meter farmer carry, whether that's with a kettlebell, an odd object, or a dumbbell, or a pair of them. We want to make sure that we're carrying that with our shoulders locked down. If you only have one, 100 meters with one arm, 100 meters with the other arm. When you get back from that 200-meter carry, give me 9 deadlifts. We want to make sure that chest stays up. We're not falling forward and trying to rush these. Doing this type of movement, what I want to make sure is our chest stays up, down to the ground, standing back up. We're using our glutes, not falling forward. After that, you're going to give me 6 dumbbell squats or kettlebell squats. Down, bottom, or squat, standing up. If we have a dumbbell or a pair of dumbbells, we can have them on our shoulders. If we have that odd object, we can hold it in that front rack position. The goal here is I want you to go heavy enough that this is going to take somewhere around 3 minutes, but I don't want you going longer than 320. So you may have to play around with that weight to get an idea of what you can move. Farmer's carry should take some time, should be exhausting. Come back, those dumbbell or kettlebell deadlifts and squats should be fatiguing. Maybe a break in between the 2 movements, but those movements should be unbroken. When you finish that Metcon, we have post-WOD core work today. We're doing 3 rounds. I want this as a superset, so no rest in between movements, only resting at the end of each one of the rounds. I'm going to start with 7 hollow rocks. Because hollow rocks, I'm pointing my toes, locking my shoulders, and then rock back and forth. Notice what I'm not doing is bending at the hips and kicking up. Once I find that C position, I'm sticking with it the whole time. After those 7, we move into 14 rushing twists. Take a kettlebell or a dumbbell, feet are going off the ground, twisting to one side, twisting back. It's 1 rep, going back and forth 14 times. You'll move straight into 21 flutter kicks. Pointing those toes, hands on the belly or on the ground, kicking our feet up and down 21 times. Then you get a rest. Give me 3 total rounds. Let me know how you guys do.